a simple stadium on a penny facility or Sekondi Takrade or running tracks pool that is worth any mention. Of course, in the situation, says thankfully there's some work that is ongoing there. When you sum there in the fullness of time, so that we do more in sports development for Sekondi Takrade. But the young football teams, our Sekondi Takrade are Dodona you follow. Unfortunately, now we are our second division. Down the otherwise, Yaminaduma, we to Moaba first division.
Sure.
It's sad. We have not been able to put Gyandu Park in a state to accommodate wise for one games. It was unfortunate. I always say this, and even though my party at the time would take a decision to build a new stadium at Isipun, I still believe strongly that if you can, Gyandu Park should have been redeveloped.
Okay.
Because you're redeveloping no sikruma. I can assure that in your baba home more manka won't be deteriorated to the stage that it is today. But it's water under the bridge. And so we have to work with National Sports Authority to try and bring Gyandu Park back to some level that it can host at least one game so far. Ma may provide some support to NSC when it came up that Wise and Sky FC Wile Nonye HSP Gabriel na approach me. Now NSA one boss and so I provided them with some support to fix dressing room no account. But I'm told that last GFA inspection unfortunately they didn't meet the standard. And so we'll continue to work with them. Of course, we've put 2 AstroTurfs or Methodist Park Nonye Adiemra Wabwa in nurturing talent or Sekondi. Very recently, Obo Sekondi inter-community games be crowd, which on a political party, I didn't involve myself, even though on a year-by-year basis, we try to support the Sekondi community league so that we can nurture young talent in the community. But that said, I believe that there's a lot more that can be done. In this state, is not the best.
How difficult is it?
Many a time, or a resource allocation, a resource.
Or
a resource. And when I was making the point that many a time, it reducing to the politicking, right? And so then, question is this: that between the time Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo President Kufuor Osi Stadium and 2016, 2017 and Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo Oba be president. Abe Juma Pana in NDC 4 years. 0. Because profit biana one san ko are maintaining on a regular basis. It deteriorates. Anna.
Sure.
But we don't have to do the politicking because the truth of the matter is that as a country, yen maintenance culture is poor across all sectors. Sports, education, roads, BBR. Because yes, can endorse is a responsibility of current government. The obey irrespective. But you have resource constraints and see why award the contracts, but the work is not moving to my understanding. Statement be a the sports ministry issue, I believe, a week or a week and a half ago. Clearly, it's not as if that it's been left abandoned, if you like. Roof in the ground was now we but akakakra pictures of income. Or they encourage more of the youth by providing them facilities into sports. Not only football. That's why His Excellency the Vice President will outline his vision on developing American football so that we can get a lot more of the youth in there. You don't need PhD. You don't need university degree. You need only skill and talent and facilities and with hands so that you can participate in the space. And see, I think that we are on course, challenges notwithstanding, to ensure that it may improve in sports infrastructure across the country, build new facilities in regions that do not have. And secondly, we need to find a way to get Gyandu Park at least renovated to meet local level competitions, whilst big ticket items are then referenced to Isipun. But the truth of the matter is that, like Terminal 3 and 2 in Accra. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The very moment you build Terminal 3, all the investments that you put in Terminal 2 become wasted. That's why the very moment you built a new stadium in Isipun, Gyandu Park was bound to suffer the kind of fate that it suffered. It's pure economic. Eco Terminal 2 CCR. In fact, Ghana Airport has been forced to cordon off a huge section with cardboard. I mean, the level of waste that is there. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So it then makes it difficult for government to look for resources again to put in Gyandu Park when you've built a new stadium that you are even not able to maintain. But I think that it will serve Sekondi well if we are able to get some modicum of renovation there that keeps it at some level that would help in developing other sports in the constituency, and we'll work at it to see how we are able to achieve that.
Okay.
Of course, to complement the AstroTurf facilities that we are doing in the other communities at Diembra, main Sekondi, na Nkutompo.
Nkutompo did have no be.
No, I think never. Yes.
Okay.
We ain't funding yet, but I'm
honorable me issue no the AstroTurf no. Going through Western region, I'm say baby I know I'm in fire. But one of the biggest challenge as compared to other regions, at least Kumasi no they create certain stance as supporters in ultimate kwa ultimate trani but going around all the AstroTurf built within Sekondi Takrade and beyond. From Bahu, I'm not doing this. I'll call from now.
So space.
So that is why I want to find out what is the challenge.
Or space. Is the space.
When you space,
but some of the places I think there's space.
So yeah, let's use Methodist Park. From the back, right? Goalkeeper post now Ben what you call it, youth center. Where are they going to put stands at? On the other side is the school, or the goalpost niche you want to use the school. On the other side is the street, police station, main road the other way. The only other side is the Anokra school hall. Where are you going to put the stands? The stands in Beshakwana. So that's the reality.
Well, maybe
because
maybe your
you see,
constituency,
no, yeah, but I can only speak for Sekondi. At the Embra, so same constraint. Because at the time when we were doing Methodist Park, I was on the board of Ghana Gas. So it wasn't a question of when you scout the best stands in Zion, because I could have, if we had space for stands, I could have gotten them to do it. At Masa. Sure. But in other places where they have sufficient enough land space around, people get stands made. Marco, I am free. Kukwesi Amanu Chrome.
Yeah.
Right? They have stands on one section. Right? And Kofutum Watsna. Okay. So it's not, I think that, of course, I mean, stands also, it makes the cost a little bit higher than where you're without stands. But secondly, like I'm saying, no, it wasn't because if I told Ghana guys, when your stands in Kawu because you was as well, there's no problem with it at all. But we just didn't have the space, within that space.